ankles and I'll get the wrists. You'll come down to this eye.
Hello.
Get the ankles.
We're soul coughing. Coughing.
Soul coughing.
Soul coughing.
Soul coughing.
Soul coughing is a euphemism for vomiting.
We have been compared to Dr. Seuss.
A man drives a plane into the Chrysler building. Saskatoon is in the room. A pool's bowl is in the room. Bennettsville is in the room. Palmyra is in the room. It's Chicago. It's not Chicago. It's Chicago. It's not Chicago.
I couldn't, tell you whether or not I'm like a poet or a lyricist or a singer. It's all one issue for me. I mean, it's about the musicality of language and the mechanics of speaking. Unlike, 99% of the Western world, I think the English language is a really beautiful, really gritty language.
My job in the band is to create girth. Sometimes I sample my own music from pieces I've written. Other times it's sampling from the world at large. Anything goes.
A sound alone can trigger a beat or a music or a melody just by sounds. I mean, what I do makes people dance, and I keep that in mind all the time. I don't like to break the groove for somebody who dances.
Upright bass just is this weird, just to look at it, it's got a lot more immediate character. It just can be a really funky instrument.
Pyongyang is in the room. Cairo is in the room. It's Chicago. It's not Chicago.
The way the songs happen lyrically and melodically is some idiot thing will pop into my head and I'll be walking around going, blue-eyed devil, blue-eyed devil, blue-eyed devil, blue-eyed devil, blue-eyed devil. And then after a while, it'll totally cease to make sense to me. And then it will become a song.
Blue-eyed devil.
I just began to get into the real musicality of little tiny bits of language.
Writing can happen any one of a zillion different ways. We never know when we're writing a song exactly until we are.
All of us at one point have started certain songs, and then they quickly kind of go through this process where soul coughing defines them.
Just by playing, somebody come up with a part and the other guys just jump on it, and it's very spontaneous.
It can be very strange because we don't have access to the on-off button for whatever it is.
Rockers. The kids like rockers.
You are going to Reseda to make love to a model from Ohio whose real name you don't know. You spin.
What we have playing live is the audience, screaming, bleeding fans, and the soul coughing mystique is induced under those circumstances.
And the radio is on, and the radio man is speaking, and the radio man says women were a curse, so men built Paramount Studios, and men built Columbia Studios, and men built Los Angeles.
The record's called Ruby Vroom, which is an obscure sexual euphemism.
Ruby Vroom with a V.
We went into a room, we had instruments, we had mics in front of the instruments, and we played.
What we seemed to be hearing was something closer to a snapshot rather than a big production. I mean, we weren't going in to make it a big glossy rock album.
It's just this wonderfully kind of 3D view of soul coughing.
Just boom, right there.
You come down to this. tripped up. My eyes turned to water. Rug burns from a shag rug. Struck dumb in the presence. Polyester burns from my jacket. Rub the skin thin. Break down in a diner. Then I paid the bill. Well, you get the ankles and I'll get the wrists. You get the ankles and I'll get the wrists. You get the ankles and I'll get the wrists. You come down to this.
You get the apples and I'll get the rice. You get the egg rolls and I'll get the fist. I tried several other varieties. I settled on you get the ankles and I'll get the wrist just because the anatomical theme seemed to work well. It's a song about throwing an externalized conception of oneself off a building.
Cashew toothpick stuck in the ground. Tiny lawnmower to mow me down. I could get lost in a lunchbox, following the mins in the lost and found.
Soul coughing is like a kind of metallic blue.
Kind of bluish greenish.
No more than 4% meat.
Groove.
Grooving,
I don't know.
Matches.
burning.
Fire in general.
45% allowable floor fat.
Aquavelva.
And 50% scrapings, bone, sawdust.
You can tell me better than I can because I'm in the middle of it.
Like the non-groovus interruptus thing.
The rest, you get the ankles and I'll get the rest. You get the ankles and I'll get the rest. You come down to this.